Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Vishal and you are watching the Coding Corner. And today in this video we'll cover images in HTML. Yeah, finally after such long boring sessions we are on to something interesting in this tutorial series. So if you are a beginner and new to this channel, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you are always on your path to progress. And you will find lots of well organized tutorials in the playlist section. Alright, let's get started. So what you learned today, we'll cover how to embed images into your web page so that it looks more beautiful, how do we add captions to your images, and we'll see some free image sources such as this one right here. Unsplash is a free image source and there are many others, so we'll see them one by one. Alright, so I have my Visual Studio Code open here and I have this file called images.html and we'll just start right with basics. I mean with the boilerplate. So I'll just type in HTML and select the boilerplate that we saw in the previous lectures, and I'll just name the web page as HTML images. Let's say to make it more clear, we'll just add in a heading which reflects that we are studying images in HTML. So when you want to include some images in your HTML web page, the tag name that you need to write is img, which stands for image. Now image has no closing tag. I mean, such as you see in body, right? The body has the opening tag and the closing tag, but here the image is a self closing tag. That means after writing in some attributes and all that stuff, you need to just put a forward slash in order to end this tag. So let's say you want to include some file and image from a path that you know. So that path comes right in this attribute, which is source. So we'll just include some image. So let's say I have this background for our website, that is the website for Coding Corner, and I'll just include that one. And I'll go ahead and save this file. And after loading it in my browser, it is it is a huge image. So that's the reason being it is occupying so much of space on my web page. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is the basics of including the images in your web pages. So let's now see how do we add caption to our image. And yeah, meanwhile we'll also see how to resize our image if it's so big. So one thing that I would like to mention is, if you are resizing your image, that is providing your customized height and width, please keep in mind the ratio. If you are very much well versed with the ratio of your image, go ahead and feel free to change the height and width as per your preference. Else, do not touch the height and width part. We'll cover some properties in the CSS section which makes your image responsive, that is adapting to the screen size without even caring about the ratio of the image. So yeah, so now let's see how do we add caption to our image. For that, we need to embed our image tag inside of a figure tag. Alright, so I'll just make a figure tag and I'll just go ahead, cut this out and paste it inside of the figure tag. And one thing that I would like to mention is before adding caption, we must provide an alt text. Well, that's not the sequence that is to be followed, but it is something that is more important when it's more SEO friendly thing. So let's say that the internet connectivity at the client side is disrupted, or let's say while including the photo, you just messed with the path name that redirects to the image. So during that, this alt text will tell the browser that what exactly the file contains, what exactly the image contains, and this alt has to be written manually. So I'll just write here background for the coding corners web page, and to demonstrate that if the internet connectivity is low, how it would look, I'll just mess up with the path name and hit save. I'll go in my browser and reload this web page. So as you can see, the alternative text appears here. Yeah, and by the way, the alt text stands for alternative text. So that's what gives the idea to your browser that what exactly the image contains. Alright, coming back to the figure caption, I'll just make this the default one, the source, the path name. And to add the figure caption to your image, right beneath this image tag, inside of the figure tag, we write fig caption, and whatever caption would you like to give to this image is to be embedded inside of the fig caption tag. So I'll write the same thing, background. Let's say I'll just keep it short so as to demonstrate. I'll hit save, and I'll go ahead in my browser and refresh it. So after scrolling down, as you can see, the image, the figure caption appears here. Now you might wonder, why the hell would you like to add these captions and alternative text, right? Well, the case is, let's say your customer or your user has kept his mobile phone or the device that he's using or she's using on data saver mode, and during that the images won't load up. So to describe your web page in a more friendly manner, these alt text and figure caption come in very handy. Alright, so let's say you want to add custom height and width to your image. That is to be included inside of the image tag, obviously. So I'll just go ahead and type in height. Let's say I want the height to be 540, and to add custom width, I'll type width, and let's say the custom width to be 200. I'll just hit save, go ahead in my browser, and I'll just reload my web page. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and you can see the image has been beautifully rearranged to the size that I have provided. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you do not know the ratio of your photo, you may mess up with the quality or the presentability of your photo. So as you can see in this image, I'll just zoom in more. As you can see in this image, the laptop has been so much compressed that it's not looking ideal, right? So that's what I would suggest. Do not use custom height and width until you have proper knowledge of the ratio of your photo. Alright, so that was it, and we have a short homework for you. Yeah, you might be like, again, oh, homework. Well, that's not the case, right? If you want to, stay on your path of the progress, you need to practice consistently. And as they say, practice makes man perfect. Well, no offense, even women can be perfect. Right, jokes apart. Now, this task won't take you much long. It's hardly a 5-minute task. Just complete it, and I hope you might remember the lecture What is HTML in this tutorial series itself. You might have noticed that you were given a homework wherein you had to write your name, hobbies, and some other stuff. So, what you have to do in this homework is just include your photo beneath your name and just include an alt text and a figure caption. That's it. You will just end up with a new skill, a new practice which keeps you on the path. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you might have understood how to embed your image in your web page. And before leaving, yeah, I remember that we have to see some websites that provide free images. So, let's get right into it. So, these are some of the websites that I have opened in my browser tab, and this is Unsplash, which one which we are using right now. And the most of photos that we use in our presentations or even in our Instagram posts are hugely from this website. Now, let's say we do not find some image that we were looking for, we'll just switch over to this one, which is Pexels. This is also same kind of website, but sometimes you do not find one image on one website and you may find the another one on some other website. And the last one that we would like to add is Pixabay. Now these three you might see all these have same interface. So yeah, you can search images for free. You do not need to give any attribution. You do not need to pay for images. Well, they suggest that giving credits, giving attribution would be more loyal, would be more appreciable, so that the creator of that image, the photographer, or anyone who's behind that struggle can get an exposure, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So even those websites would help you when you are including some beautiful images in your web page. So I hope you would make something very much attractive, very attractive web page. Let's say you will just take up a random project and you might use those images. Now, if you have any doubts in this lecture, please feel free to leave a DM on our Instagram. You can also join our Discord server. The links to Instagram and Discord have been given in the description box below. Also, if you liked this video, please hit the like button, share with friends so that they can even learn a new skill right away. Now, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you receive notifications whenever we upload a new video and you are always on your path to progress. Now, we'll just take your leave. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay tuned. Happy coding.